Happy Friday. What's up, Brandon? Brandon says, should have used Wendy's fries. You're so right. If I would have had the time to make like Photoshop a Wendy's logo with two U's instead of a W. I'm trying to drive my living expenses down for the rest of the month. So I think you might see me buy food a little less. Today, I have a buffalo chicken dip that Allison made, and I got some chips. So now I don't have to go out and buy lunch. And this pineapple drink right here, this was actually tipped to me by a Uber Eats customer. Should I be consuming things that somebody... Should I be consuming drinks or food that somebody gives me? Probably not. But she's given me drinks before. This is not the first time this happened with this person. And I haven't been poisoned yet. So at this point, I think we're probably good. She gave me the Powerades too. The Powerade that I was drinking yesterday, or whatever day that was. I survived this, so I think I can survive this too. This might be stupid, y'all. We're going to start the shift 475 for 1.1. How about that? Just because it's early in the shift. And the bottom line is I've got to make money. I'm down to 2 days. There's 2 days left in the 7-day work week to come out here and earn $1,000. I'm at $722. I start today at 722. So that's technically on pace, I think, right? Yeah, that's technically on pace. But I'm trying to get together Saturday night with some family to watch some football by 7 o'clock for the Bears. And I will have to sacrifice that. If I haven't made my $1,000 by 7, I'm just gonna have to keep working. So I'm trying to get it done by tomorrow evening. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Steve? Brandon said, is this a drama-free ride-along? Man, we never know what's going to happen up in here. By the way, if you stuck around to the end of yesterday's live stream, we were going back and forth with Uber Eats about whether or not I should be paid more for a returned alcohol delivery I had to make. I ended up making less than $4 for the whole thing. And yeah, they're not giving me any more money. They've already done their review. So, you know, it's stupid. It's stupid for a big corporation like that to argue over like $6 or $7. It's definitely worth sacrificing $7 to buy, just to keep your drivers happy. I think it's well worth $7. I'm sitting here trying to figure out whether I should go through the drive-thru or just go inside. And I saw several cars in the drive-thru, so I'm gonna just go inside. I mean, I use the gig apps for a living, and I'm not gonna do anything stupid, but also if Uber Eats is gonna stick me like that, I have zero reason to be loyal to them at all. So that's, when you're out here doing gig work, that's why sometimes I accept an order and then a different app gives me a better order and I just drop the previous order. Just drop it. There's no reason for us to be loyal to them. Do what's best for you out here. Brandon said all you need is one lucky scratcher to hit that 1K. No, I don't count that. I don't count that. Night Watcher said 49ers going all the way this year. I don't know. I don't know what Brock Purdy's going to look like over a whole season after the league now has had an off season to review the tape. Dude, what the frick? What are y'all doing? We'll see though. The roster's so darn good. Brandon said that's why DoorDash is king. I had to cancel it, a 12-pack, because customer unavailable, paid in full, and got to keep the beer. See, I wouldn't have wanted to keep Modelo. Like, I don't drink beer like that, but I would have, though. I would have kept it and had some beer to offer my guests at the house. I don't even care about the return. I get it. I get that the return probably needs to be done, but you got to compensate me for it, especially when you're going to put a message on my phone that says you will be paid additionally. I understand that the customer retracted the tip because they didn't get what they wanted. I get that. If you're DoorDash, you got to shell that out anyway. Or, excuse me, if you're Uber Eats. What is $7 to Uber Eats? Seriously. I mean, Uber Eats has mistakes that are 5 figures that it's just an accounting error. At the end of the year, they don't even care. It's an accounting error. We're talking about 5 figures. What is $7 to Uber Eats? Every major corporation has mistakes throughout the year that are 5-figure mistakes or 6-figure mistakes. And it's just like, yeah, it's cost of doing business, man. But when it comes to $7, now they've got a problem.
customer requested you hand them the order. They added the following instructions. Hand it to me at the pulp juice and smoothie bar.
That's another reason I accepted this less than $5 order, was because it's not even residential. This is a delivery to a restaurant, so I'm in a good spot. $4.75. Brandon said you should do a Welty Fantasy Football League. I've actually been thinking about that. Not even kidding. That's been in my mind. I've just been wondering about the execution of it. Would there be enough people that want to do it? Would there be 9 or 11 people that wanted to do that? I don't know. Also on the sports front today, we got really good news. The NBA schedule came out, which as a season ticket holder, that's a big deal. So this weekend, I need to go through and start listing some of my tickets for sale. The Hornets start the season with 3 straight home games against bad teams too, for the most part. I mean, that might be 3-0, y'all. We might be talking about 3-0 right there. I'm dehydrated today, man. I can feel it. I've got less energy than I did yesterday. The best games that we have, first of all, let me check this one more time. I think when the Grizzlies come here, the Grizzlies come here in February, long after the Ja Morant suspension's over. So that's good because the ticket value would have been decreased if it was in the first 25 games. So I got lucky on that. My 2 biggest earners of the year this year might be the Phoenix and the Golden State game. because the Lakers were the biggest last year. LeBron's usually the biggest. I'm wondering this year because the Phoenix Suns come here on a Friday night. So Friday night tickets are that's going to be a massive profit. And the Warriors come here on a Friday night. So that's going to be a huge ticket. The Lakers come here on a Monday night. $2-5. See, and when is the Super Bowl? They come February 5th. Okay, that's the week before the Super Bowl, so that's okay. But still, it's a Monday night. So I'm thinking the Warriors Friday night ticket's probably going to be more than a Lakers Monday night ticket. Brandon said do a poll and see if people would do fantasy. I will do that, Brandon. I'll put a poll out because and then if anybody's interested, they could comment under the poll that they would do it. We got to consider this one. What's the dollar per mile on that? 123 per mile. Okay, so we will accept 725, 5.9. Brandon said my fantasy name for the Welty League would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's really good. That is really good. Tony's here. He says, yo, what up, Glitch Nation? Tony's just leaning into it. Tony's like, you know what? If you're mad about the glitch, I'm just going to rub your face in it. Brandon said yesterday's ride along was one of your most viewed. Yeah, I think it was my most viewed. When I ended live, I think I got a bunch of views afterward too. When I ended the live, it was at 53 watch hours, or something like that. I don't think I'd ever hit 50 before on a live stream. What's up, Drone Days? Or Matthew's mistakes. The thing is, I would not operate a league that has no entry fee. Like there would have there would be money on the line. And I don't know if there's enough people that would put their money up. My experience in fantasy leagues that are for free, there end up being people give up on it. Halfway through the season, it's not going well for them. They give up on it. They stop putting in lineups. It just becomes a mess. Like the only way I'm going to do it is if there's money on the line. And it can't be like $5 either. It's got to be a somewhat significant amount. Probably at least, I don't know, at least $40. But we could either do a winner take all, or we could do anybody who makes the playoffs gets money back or something like that. I'd have to figure it out. Yeah, man, the last 2 years I've just been having a bad fantasy football. Just a bad time around it. Not because my team's bad or anything, but I just end up getting into arguments about it with people, and it turns like personal. Or like the last 2 years, basically the problem was I was in a fantasy football league with an atheist, and this dude was just nonstop, just intentionally trying to, literally just trying to piss me off. And I just got really tired of that. So I'm no longer in that league. Hey, Brandon, guess who this order's for? Bud Soda would stack Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs. And who's the rookie tight end? Yeah, he would stack. Kincaid, is it? I forget which one they drafted, but they drafted a really good tight end. I think it's Kincaid. Brandon said, of course, free leagues are a waste of time. Yeah, I agree. Tony said, is dirty glitch money acceptable? Brandon said, I thought it was going to be Mary Kay. That would have been good too. Tony said, I'll stack Russell Wilson with Drew Lock. Tony, I truly believe you need to give Russell Wilson a little bit more slack, man. Give him Give him a chance. Hello?
Hi, baby.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm live.
Hey, everybody.
Are you
Guess what?
Oh, you're off already?
I am leaving school.
I forget you get off at like 11 a.m. on Fridays.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I like just woke up.
Well, I'm already done with work for the day.
Heck yeah.
I know, right?
Well, dang.
So I'm about to go home. I guess if you're out, I can go like wash dishes and do some laundry and stuff.
Well, yeah, I got to make like I'm trying to make like $200 today.
Yeah, you go do you, baby. I'm just gonna go home and go get some stuff done at home. But isn't this crazy?
Yeah, are you just leaving the parking lot or what?
Yeah, I'm pulling out of the parking lot right now.
Okay, yeah, you get no traffic too.
I know. This is like crazy. I'm not used to this.
Well, you deserve it. You worked hard.
I love it. And I even stopped by my assistant principal's office and I was like, is it okay if I leave? And she was like, if you don't need to be here, don't be here. Bye. Have a good weekend. I was like, all right, bye. So, anyway, this is just really cool. And I'm not used to it. So,
Well, you deserve it.
all right. Well, y'all have a fun time on the live. And I will see you later.
Alrighty.
I love you. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, man. Tony, what we saw Trevor Lawrence do, going from a complete disaster coaching situation and then playoffs the next year. Why can't Russell Wilson do that? Good morning, Ceci. How are you? Hey, Jody. Tony said Allison tried wife life. Yeah, what'd she say? Wash dishes and do laundry? We have a deal that I mostly do the dishwasher dishes, and she does the like other dishes, like the pots and the pans and stuff like that. So like a bowl like this, once I eat out of a bowl like this, I'm the one who, like, for the most part, will be the one rinsing it off and putting it in the dishwasher and then unloading the dishwasher. And when she does the cooking, she's the one that like hand washes all the real dishes. Brandon said trying to make $200, $475 at a time. Yeah, it's going to take all day doing that. At least we get more football tonight. We get Bryce Young at 7 o'clock. Because we didn't learn much from their first preseason game because the offensive line is so bad. So hopefully they can give him a few plays where he can show something tonight. And there's a second game too. It starts at 7:30. I forget who that matchup is. Kevin says Russ is a lot older, but it's possible. Yeah, the problem is, even if he plays better, even if he's like, even if he's twice as good as he was last year, it's still not good enough to win them anything. Because you're going up in that division in that division, you don't have a chance. Denver doesn't have a chance. So they're kind of doomed. I mean, unless there was like a Patrick Mahomes injury, a severe injury, then maybe. But even then, the Chargers are really good. The Raiders are probably going to be somewhat capable. I would really hate to be, I guess, well, now that I say that, I guess that's the existence that I've had for quite a long time as a Bears fan, is just, you go into the season and know, man, like if we're being realistic, we need a wild card spot because Aaron Rodgers is in our division. So odds are he's going to win it. Now, for the first time in my life, I go into a season expecting the Bears to win the division. Man, I'm not getting any time to eat my food. Tony, are you going live today? It's Friday. After UDM's live, I will. Okay. Kevin says you're dreaming. No, man. Y'all are gonna see. Minnesota was statistically the luckiest team in the league last year. Detroit is still young and doesn't really know what they're doing, and their coaching's bad. And Jordan Love is not it. I mean, if the Bears don't win the division, there's a problem. Something's gone completely wrong. Good news is, if Justin Fields just shows that he just can't throw the ball and he's not making any improvement, and we can't win games next year, we got 2 first-round picks next year, and we got extra second-round picks too because of the trade from last draft. So low-key, we actually are in such a good position because either Justin Fields takes the leap this year or he doesn't. And if he doesn't, we have what it takes to trade up. And I don't know if we could trade up to number 1. I don't know if that's going to even be possible this draft, but we could certainly trade up to number 2 with all these extra assets we've got, if necessary. But I don't think that's going to be necessary. Justin Fields is going to make it. That's just kind of like a backup plan. I can't tell y'all how many times I do this day, dropping my phone in between the crack. Kevin said his late game decisions need to get better. Oh, for sure. For sure. That's something we're definitely not going to figure that out through the preseason. We're just going to have to see. One of the reasons Fields was so draftable, though, is because he's such a hard offseason worker. I would say, like, from what I understand, Lamar Jackson is an excellent offseason worker. It appears that Mahomes is a very good offseason worker. Tom Brady was always an incredible offseason worker. What is going on, man? Yeah, I need the DoorDash app to step up today. Should we take a time I did this? It did not go well. How much would the total be? I like that. 2022. That means we might get handed $25. We're going to do it. We're going to take the chance because the delivery location is right where we want to be. So any tip here at all will probably make it worth it. A $5, if they give me $25, this is definitely worth it. Kevin said Hurts in the facility. Yeah, that's another one. Hurts is known as a great off-season worker. Brandon said, or you might get handed a $20 bill and a quarter. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, at least that's 3 times the tip we got last time. I'll take a 3x increase. Dude, imagine if you took a 3x increase on every delivery. By the end of the week, your deliveries would be worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because math is crazy like that. A penny turns into... It's something about... I heard you're better off... What is it? There's a math equation about doubling a penny every day for 30 days or something like that. It ends up being an obscene amount of money. Kevin said, on standby at the real job. I'll see if I can start a glitch dash. Tony said a penny doubled per day. Yeah. It's like if you can just, because on the surface, it seems so simple to just double a penny. But when you really think about it, the odds of that would be like letting your bet ride every time and trying to win 30 blackjack hands in a row. Virtually impossible. Nothing's impossible. That's not impossible, but it's that's pretty much impossible. That's as close to impossible as it comes. You could but the good news is you can start with like $1. If you start with $1, you save a whole bunch of the it. Because one penny becomes 2, becomes 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, $1.28. So you would save 7 iterations if you started with $1. Jody said, I have a friend that has those water cooler jugs. 50 all filled up with pennies to the top. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that because you're better off with your money doing something. One of the top 3 reasons I'm in the position that I'm in at the age of 25 is because like I was actually doing things illegally. I mean, the fact that I was at a really young age trying to get my money compounded, I was in stocks and I did some gambling or whatnot. I've had a lot of losses gambling, but I've also had a lot of wins at really timely time. That's the thing. If you lose when you can afford, first of all, you shouldn't be doing it anyway if you can afford to lose. So you should always be able to afford to lose. But I've been a little bit fortunate that in times in my life when I've lost, the loss hasn't really mattered. But at other times, I've gotten wins at really crucial points. And that's been the difference. So I don't know if I'm not trying to say I'm up or down overall, but I've been very fortunate with the timing. I won a $5,000 bet. Well, I only won like $1,000 or $2,000 on it, but I bet $5,000 on a football game one time. Right before I was gonna, right before we made the offer for our house, for the house that we got. And had that bet lost, that might have changed the whole thing. That we might not have been able to get the house. So that's what I'm talking about. That was a really timely win. And I got so unbelievably lucky on that game, it's not even funny. That was I don't know how well y'all know football, but that was the Jets and Raiders a couple years ago. Jets Raiders in the Henry Ruggs Hail Mary touchdown on the last play of the game. Yeah, I won on that.
Hello.
Hi there. Sorry. Charisma?
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great day.
You too. What's up, Giggity? Take away my emoji is like cutting Hercules' hair. Tony said the concept of the penny analogy is consistent decision and action compound results negatively or positively in your daily life. It's true. It's true. I've been in the gym for a few weeks now. I've been lifting more, and I don't see any like physical difference yet in my arms or my. I think I kind of see a little bit of difference in my chest already, maybe a little bit, but I feel a huge difference when I do it in terms of the ease compared to the first day to now. Like, I mean, I'm not doing anything impressive by any means, but I think on the first day I picked up the 40-pound free weight bench press, and I was able to do 10 reps or whatever. I don't know. Maybe just because it was the first day. I felt like I had to push for it. Now I can do like 16 reps with a 50-pound, and it feels like about the same amount of struggle. I'm still not maxing out. Like, I'm not even close to maxing out. I'm guessing I'd probably max out around like 20 or mid 20s. I have no idea what the top weight is that I could push once. I have no idea. It's probably not very much, probably 90. But I read something the other day, kind of what Tony was talking about. It takes, what was it? Something like 8 weeks until you feel, 8 weeks until you feel it. 12 weeks until you see it. 16 weeks until you hear it. meaning you're going to feel it before you even see any results. And you're going to see your own results before anybody else does and mentions it. So basically keep your head down and just keep grinding. Keep going. You might not see the results today, but one day you will. Glitchity. I like that. Jody said I was going to Harris tomorrow, but I decided not to go. It's just hot out. I swear, man, this heat is affecting my mood. Because I just get tired. Like, I'm tired already today. And it's not even noon. Giggity said been a draining week. Yeah. That's the one thing I've been thinking is, yes, it is true that I can pop up and just decide that I'm going to make $1,000 any week. And to some of y'all, that's not a big deal at all. Like y'all are out here doing that all the time anyway, but you see my earnings. But I decide like, okay, I'm going to make $1,000 this week. I can go out and do that. The question is, do I have the stamina to go out and do that like 8 in a row? Because I'm trying to do that basically like 8, 10 in a row. I think I know myself well enough to know that I'll just keep pushing myself. I've done a lot of things that are really stupid and taxing just because I said I was going to. So I just make myself do it. I'm stubborn like that. Okay, let's hope for some money here. Hey, I need W's in the chat. So we got to 575 as well. That's all. Is that all base pay? That's all base pay. Wow. Jody said the most I made for a month on DoorDash was $1,400. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jody, you need to multi-app. What's 27 minus 2022? That'd be 678. I'm gonna have to do some math here, y'all. All right, we're at 24.53. Here's the next one. 748, 2.3.
Head to your pickup at Margarita's Mexican restaurant, Rock Hill.
This one's pretty good too. I don't think we can swing it though. I don't think we have enough time. I'm gonna pause DoorDash. Let's just handle this Uber Eats. Jody said, well done. Thank you. Brandon said, that's a good first hour. Yeah, for me it is. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Hector Mello? Can I get $20? One day, probably. What's up, Matthew? Dang, I missed some of you up here in the chat. I'm sorry. We got W's in the chat. Y'all are going to love that song. Giggity said, Hector, it's been 45 minutes and I'm still waiting for my first order. Brandon said, payback for yesterday's Uber support. Yeah, Uber can suck it. The fact that they passed that sort of,
Head to your pickup at Margarita's Mexican restaurant.
I don't know, I've already kind of ranted about it, but
on Stony Point Lane.
The fact that they passed that loss down to us as the drivers is freaking that's so bad. That's such a bad business practice. I've listened to too much Gary V for all these gig apps, man. I agree with the I just so agree. businesses are way better off just doing right by people than trying to squeeze them dry, you know? You're way better off long term doing right by people. Usually at this restaurant we're about to go to, I've never had to wait. Wait, what are we talking about? A ball sack? I see something about a ball sack. Oh, I'm gonna miss my turn. This restaurant has been like 50 different restaurants in my life. Every single restaurant that comes in this building fails, and I think it's because the location's poor. It's in a good spot, but it's so easy to miss it on the road. It's just like it's too far back off the road, you know? It's like hidden. What are we talking about? A ball sack? Tony said my goal is to work my way back to earning only $1,000 per week. Thanks, Tony. Brandon said, put the cash away. You don't want to be flashing it in public. Brandon, you must have missed the video where I was flashing $5,000 in a public parking lot. $5,000 in $100 bills. Hector said, oh, he reminds me of Alex Jones's ball sack. How long would it take to make $1,000 if I take $2.39 orders? Like 3 weeks. Jody, I'm talking about the margarita. What do they call this? Yeah, margaritas over here on Celanese that used to be seafood restaurant. I actually had somebody I knew in high school got arrested for trying to rob this place when it was the seafood restaurant. See, I play basketball a lot, and I'm pretty decent, but I talk a lot of crap. Y'all can probably imagine that. And in high school, of course, I'm this small white kid, you know, holding his own at basketball. You know, public school, a very, very diverse public school. And I'm talking crap to somebody and didn't realize he's gang affiliated or whatever. And people were like telling me how insane I was. They were like, dude, he might kill you. And I was like, man, he ain't gonna do nothing to me. Well, that dude, we ended up one day getting in a real argument in the locker room after the gym class that day. And that's where he told me, he was like, you don't seem to understand who you're messing with. I'll line this one up just to keep us busy. 575, 2.4. It'll end up being more like 3 or 3.5. Well, it'll bring us back to where we need to be. Anyway. Yeah, that dude ended up going to jail because he tried to rob that place right there. And he could not get the cash registers open to take the cash out. And so he tried to take the entire cash register with him, but he didn't realize that it was chained at the bottom of the cash registers, like chained to the bottom of the counter. So you can't just pick up the cash register. It's like attached to the floor, basically. So he ends up, because, and it wasn't just him, it was a group of guys. So they end up deciding, well, we're here and we need to get something out of this because we've already broken in, you know? And so they can't get the cash out. So they end up tying a rope around the cash register, attaching the rope to a truck in the parking lot and driving and like yanking the cash register with the truck. And that worked. So they were able to pull the cash register out. And then they went on their way and then they got caught. So, yeah, I don't think I've shared that story before. I will say there's something to like sticking up for yourself. I don't know. Sometimes I think that my mom always told me that I was going to get my ass beat. And it never happened. And I almost think it's not because I didn't deserve it. It's because at a certain point I can be such an arrogant irritant that I think I made some people that they would have physically dominated me, but I was so arrogant and cocky that they were thinking to themselves, man, he has to know something I don't know. Or maybe they thought I was like martial arts trained or something, which I'm not. Oh, I already forgot that we have to go to the next DoorDash. Yeah, we got to get moving. Who do we have in the chat? What's up, Aaron? I knew it. He killed you. You're a ghost. Yeah. Giggity said, if it doesn't get busy in the next 45 minutes, I'm going home to shave my legs. Tony said, do you want to do a gig war with me where we cannot where we cannot glitch and have to accept 100 orders in a row on DoorDash only? Heck no. Absolutely not. Sorry. New subscriber. What's up, Mad Dash for Road Trip Cash? I like the title right there, so I'd like to know more about that, what the goal is, where are you trying to go, what's up with the... I mean, it's a pretty self-explanatory name, but let me know what the vision is, because I love a road trip. I went on a road trip this summer, and I do a lot of videos on this channel where I have gone to different places in the country that I've never been before, starting here in South Carolina, and I have to use the gig income to pay for all of it. And I've done a couple really cool things doing, I've had a couple really cool experiences doing that. And I think I've got my next concept lined up for where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. I haven't talked about it on the channel yet, but I'm looking at something in October that would be another, it'd be another video similar to some of the ones I've done before. Because you only get one life, man. I'd rather go out and do videos like that than I would be here in Rock Hill and just prove that I can make $1,000. I mean, one of my favorite parts about having started this YouTube channel is the fact that it's because of that. I've used the YouTube channel as an excuse to go experience some things that I probably wouldn't have done otherwise. It's really rewarding. Giggity said, sounds like an episode of Dumbest Criminals. I swear. It really does. Hector says, I'm so bored, I'm thinking about going home playing some Battlefield. No offense taken. His goal is 1.8 million. What are we talking about, Aaron? Tony said 100 dashes of your choosing. LOP for me won't count. Or LOP counts if I can't decline. LOP for me won't count. I love when people sit here acting like they're going to turn left and they wait for like 5 minutes and then realize that it's really hard to turn left and then they just give up and they turn right. It's funny. 100. So you're talking about we'll do 100 dashes and then see whose dashes paid more? I've learned not to say yes to any challenges that I'm not going to do. Not that I do that anyway, but the whole John Billings thing had me laughing. Not in a bad way. Y'all know I really like John Billings. John Billings is my guy. But the whole deal with Pedro not coming through for John, I was like, oh man, I've never seen John mad like that. John's such a nice guy, you never see him upset. $100 orders over however long it takes. Oh, so that would definitely be doable. Ugh. Yeah, Tony, we can talk about some sort of a collab for sure. The only person I've stalled on working with is Bud Soda. I don't know if Bud Soda's probably not watching, but Bud Soda keeps commenting on my stuff about how he and I should do a gig war. I think he just wants to like annihilate me. Make me look silly. I'm like, man, I love a good gig war here and there. It's all fun and stuff, but what's the point of me just being a piñata getting beat on? You know? Just hitting me with a stick. I'm dangling from a tree. I can't even control which direction I'm going. I'm swinging back and forth and you're just beating the crap out of me. That's what that would look like. Giggity said Bud Soda's got to take his wins when he can get them. Yeah, man, I'll post like a... There was a couple weeks in the summer where I wasn't working very much. Because hello, Allison's off, and we were just having a good time or whatever. And I was working here or there, and I was working 15, 20 hours a week instead of 50. And I'd get a comment from Bud Soda, and it'd be like, in one night, I made what you made in the whole week. How do you feel about that? It's like, man, hey, first of all, congratulations. Don't have to make it into a competition, man. Everybody can win.
The customer requested you hand them the order. They added the following instructions. Hand it to me.
And I don't say that as a participation trophy guy, because I'm super against that. Like, if it's war, it's war. Like, then, yeah, there's only one winner, for sure. But just in daily life, I'm not in competition with y'all. Tony said, I think if we did it where take the 100, no declines, but I have LOP versus 100 cherry pick, no LOP would be interesting information. That's true. That actually, yeah, that would be. But you could do that. I was going to say you could do something like that with or without me, though. But if you want I see you want the contrasting. I see what you mean. I'm going to decline this. I thought about it, though. We're going to have to beat 550 for 4.3 or else I'm going to feel stupid. But now it is 12:15 on Friday. This is prime time. We need to be. Honestly, that last $5.75 one I just did, I probably shouldn't have even done that. We need to be getting like good orders at this point. Good orders only. These earnings right here, 30.28, do not include the Uber order just because we haven't got to tip yet. So I'll add that up later. By the way, I said I was shooting for $200 today. That's probably not realistic. It's probably going to be more like one. In all honesty, it'll probably be 160, 170 in that range. And that'll make it so that I have to do, let's see, I need another 280. If I do 160 today, I need to do 120 tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it's doable. I'm not gonna have to push that hard. Garbage. I don't know why I keep naturally using this parking lot as kind of my waiting area when there's no shade anywhere over here. Why do I keep doing that? I'm so dumb. I'm gonna have to hide back here. Yeah, so right now, I'm about to be parked at what I call the puke tree. So when I did the challenge with Trevor's Deliveries and Dasher Benj and Alex Jen and Fritz Morris, and I threw up pizza, it was right here. I think this truck right here is about to move. That way I can get an even better shade spot. I just need him to move on. Tony said we have to start from zero, and it's not about who makes more to win. Oh, you're saying whoever has the higher acceptance rate wins? Oh, that might be even more interesting. Steve said, where's Fritz been? I don't know. Oh, and the delivery guy, excuse me. I was missing one. Let me shout them all out. That way it's not unfair. Pardon me. The road trip was back in 2021. I bought a sweet car in Arizona. I had 4 months to come up with as much money as possible before going to pick it up. I stopped by St. Louis to see Pedro on the way back. Oh, nice. Oh, that's really neat. I should go check that out. Yeah, so I've done 2 road trips in my life. I did 2018. We went west, and I did 2023, and we went to the northeast. Giggity said throwing up pizza is a misdemeanor in New York. No, it's not. In New York, they got people puking all over the streets. Tony said gig war between you and I can live stream on StreamYard. Can be on both channels. Yeah, Tony, I'm liking the vision. But clarify for me, you said it's not about who makes more money. You're saying whoever has the higher acceptance rate over the 100 is the winner? Giggity's got a Spark incentive. You know what, Giggity? I'll turn Spark on just for you. Let's see what kind of offers we get. Should I have done the 550 for 4.3? I'm starting to think at this point, should have done it. And I thought this truck was going to move, and he's just sitting here. $525 2.1. This one's probably, that one's probably slightly better. We're going to do it. Because I all of a sudden got a feeling like things were going to slow down. And I don't want them to. I want to keep rolling. Keep rolling. If I can make, what are we at? We're already at about $38. If I can make $60 during the stream, I'm going to be fine today. Red said Gig Wars approved. Red, I was looking at the Gig War app this morning. I saw there's 3 active Gig Wars going on. What's up, Allison? She says, hey, I thought I'd join the live while I do some things around the house. Allison, Tony called you a trad wife earlier. When you were talking about doing the laundry and the dishes. Red said, I'll send you logos and promote the war. Just give me the deets. Yeah, we should probably start a group chat or something. Kelly Drake, I just did a $38 3. What? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. The claim here is that Kelly Drake just did a $38 3-mile DoorDash run on my lunch hour from the W2. Now that would probably be the best DoorDash I've ever had. That is awesome. And hacking your lunch break into more income is impressive. That's awesome. Thanks for being in the chat, Kelly Drake. Allison said, I like being somewhat traditional. Yeah, it's probably, Allison probably doesn't qualify as a trad wife because we don't have kids, right? Can you really be a trad wife if you're without kids yet? Oh man, I just dropped my phone in the crack again. Yeah, some days we have like some pretty solid orders. If I do like one or two $15 deliveries while we're live, that ends up being a solid live. Today is just a whole bunch of real quick $5, $6 orders, which really doesn't take that long for it to start adding up. If you can get them done. I mean, I'm getting these things done in just a few minutes. Coming up on the 2-hour mark soon, but no, we're already over 20 bucks an hour after this one. We can get another one done before the 2-hour mark. We'll be somewhere around 25 bucks an hour. I guess that's probably what we should expect on a Friday, though. That's where you want to be. $25 an hour on Fridays and $20 an hour on all the other days. Kelly Drake said back to work. Hey, thanks for checking in. Have a good weekend. How long will I be live today? Probably till about probably another hour or two. See how it goes, because that's the other thing. I want to make my money today and still have enough time to go to the gym. I actually skipped the gym yesterday, so I want to get over there.
The customer requested you hand them the order. They added the following instructions. Order ID 9, note 208.
I didn't realize the 525 is technically a no tip. We out here getting no tipped. Oh, that $38 one was from Kelly Drake was a shop and pay. That makes a little more sense. What are we at right now? 30. Did we do a Grubhub earlier? No. What's going? What? Oh, the cash tip. Duh. I'm like, my numbers don't add up. Yes, they do. 35.53. Allison said most trad wives don't work outside of the home, though, so I guess I don't count. And Tony says being a teacher is kind of categorized in the traditional job of a trad wife. Yeah, Allison, you're not really like a... Yeah, I agree. There's a difference between what you're doing for income and a woman trying to have a corporate career. Ugh. See you, Red. Have a good day. Mad Dash for Road Trip Cash says I was part-time on top of my W-2, but I made about $9,000. Was a 16-day road trip, Grand Canyon, Vegas, 8 days driving up the California coast, 4 days in Colorado. Yeah, that's all stuff that we did on our road trip in 2018. Unforgettable stuff. Unfortunately, in the summer of 2018, I was still 2 months away from turning 21, so I couldn't do work in Vegas, you know. I couldn't go to work. So I keep telling Allison, man, eventually I'm going to have to go back. I mean, I got to have at least one run in actual Las Vegas, you know? I got to take like $10,000 and just go for it. See what happens. I feel like everybody once in their life should do that. Take 10 grand, go to Vegas, and take a serious run at trying to win some money. Allison, I'm eating for free today. Giggity, I haven't even had any offers on Spark. Tony said 30 days. Ryan picks his 100. I take 100. No declines. No glitches allowed. Winner is determined by who has the better dollar per mile. Oh, okay. Dollar per mile. $30 days. That's only that's like 3 a day. If you beat me on dollar per mile, where you can accept all of them, and I get to cherry pick, and you still beat me, that'd be brutal. Doesn't have to take 30 days. Okay, yeah. I'm sure I'd get that done quicker than that. Especially these days, making $1,000 a week. I can go look and see how many dashes I've done this week. This doesn't count today either. They've got me at 37 for the week. And we've done like 5 today or something like that. 4 or 5. Excuse me. Another one of these little pissy $5 orders, but I'm going to do this one too. 546, 3 miles. If I get any better offers, like I'll drop it and do something else, but until then, I'm just going to keep doing these little $5 orders. If I can get them done in 15 minutes, it works out. See you, Giggity. Get that money. Have a good day. Brandon said DoorDash won't send you bangers if you accept mid offers. It's AI learning about your accept and decline preferences. Well, the reason I don't believe that is because if that were true, then I would never ever see like a $3 10-mile order. And I see those all the time. How many of those have I ever accepted? 0. Base pay. Decline. See, if it was AI learning my preferences, they would never send me that. They know better. The reason I moved the computer is because there was a cop looking right at me. So y'all are gonna hang down there for a second before I make sure that I'm not gonna get pulled over for that. Should be good now that we're in the drive-thru. Kevin says it learns your preferences, but that does not mean they give you that every time. Brandon said, oh, that's the AI comment. Tony said, I wish AI would only send me LOP. Jody said, what is LOP? That's large order program. I probably won't get this one done in 15 minutes because we got to wait in the drive-thru. I just don't want to get out of the car. Could go inside, but it's not worth it.
I have bitch in 1 second. What's it? May I take your order, please?
I got the Grubhub pickup for Travis.
Travis. Y'all got an order for Travis over there? Travis. Oh, hold on. Let me see your order. All right, pull around there.
When's the Uber tip gonna hit? Looks like the Uber tip should hit in a few minutes. It'll make my earnings look better. It's hot, man. Golly. Brendan said my wife asked me about the glitch. I told her if I told her any more than I already did, I'd face legal consequences. Class action. It's going to the Supreme Court. This order sucks. Shouldn't have done this, probably. But I've been looking at orders on DoorDash, and none of them have been better than this one was. So I guess I don't know, man. $77 and sunny. I wish it were 77 here. It feels hotter than 86 though, man. It feels really hot.
Overwork Travis.
Yeah, thank you.
May I take your order? Thank you.
Another base pay offer. Jody said, Brandon, did you get your bag? Brandon said, I did, Jody. He sent me a nice letter congratulating me. I need another cash on delivery. Let's go cash on delivery again. Oh, I thought it was. Dang, that would have been sick. I saw Pop Guns and thought it was, but it's not. Brandon said, I don't know if I can support John Billings calling out bet on you, Mr. BOY. You never want to see two of your friends having a feud. There's no picking sides. All right, Uber tip came in at, I think that's what we expected, right? 748. We've almost made our 50 bucks. I told y'all I was going to try and make 60 though while we're live. I think we can still do that. We'll shoot for 60. Yeah, we've worked our way back down to basically 20 an hour pay. Started strong. This last half hour has been a bad one. The Hornets' last home game of the year is the Mavericks. So if we want to go see Luka again, it'd be the very last one. And the very last one is where they give a whole bunch of free stuff away. So honestly, maybe we should keep that ticket. How about that? Rock Hill's own Jadeveon Clowney signs with the Ravens. Rock Hill's #1 overall draft pick. Three-time Pro Bowler. I've got something stuck in my tooth back here. Can't get it out. It hurts a little bit. Oh, here we go. I got a toothpick right here. Brandon said, is there a glitch for not working but getting paid? That's where an actual criminal glitch would be. If there was like a money glitch. Why is my freaking thumbnail blurry again? Dude, I have to fix that later. That pisses me off. YouTube, man, I need you to do better for me, YouTube. That's not good, man. We can kill some time listening to DoorDash sucks. Made another video with me in the thumbnail.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to the channel. This is DoorDash Sucks, and I'm just going to get right into the topic here. This will be a short video, but hey, Ryan, this is for Ryan Welty. Hey, Ryan, how are you, brother? I just want you to know that I watched your live stream. I didn't watch it all the way through, but I watched it 3/4 of the way through. I've been busy and everything. I just want to, say another apology to you, right? A sincere one that, I'm very sorry that I attacked you. And you moved my heart in that video that, like, especially when you stuck up for me about being a Christian. I mean, I actually started crying watching your video. And, that also takes a man to admit that he cries, right? Because I have a good heart. And, I just wanted to say that, I agreed with a lot of things you had to say in the video, especially, sticking up for people and, like the thing with the abortion thing, helping the girls and whatever you're doing to do good stuff. And I had no idea you were a Christian. And that's why I even feel twice as worse about it. But anyways, I hope that we can be friends and literally, like, someday maybe do a live stream together or something. I'd love to have you come in the future or whatever and stuff. I mean, I'm doing a lot of things here, and I know that you possibly are friends with some of these channels that are involved in what we're trying to expose, but you got to understand something, that you said something in the video about, like, I hope I'm not wrong about Pedro, right? And about these people that we're exposing. And I'm telling you right now, like, it's so imperative, like, there is proof. There's proof of the things we say about these other channels. We didn't have any proof about you because there's nothing to prove. I am so proud of you because you were one of the only channels that actually is openly talking about what we talked about. And I want to commend you for doing that. And the community is really proud of you. And I'm proud to, like, announce to my channel and everyone else to, like, go over and give Mr. Ryan Welty huge shout outs and subs on your, from other channels, and go over and, like, because this guy, Ryan, you're a class act, my friend. I mean, we may not agree with everything, but, like, we're in the wheelhouse together, and you're not wrong about me, my friend, as far as, caring about people and caring about you, especially now I know you're a Christian. So, and it was so awesome when you shouted out Revelation 21 to, I think it was 8. You were talking about how a courageous man stands in the gap, basically, and then the ones that would be called out or cast out first would be the cowards. And you're right. And God's the very reason why I did my channels. If it wasn't for Jesus, I would have never put it on my heart to do it. And it's hard to do the role that I'm in. It's hard to, like, stand in the gap for people when you have to take slings and arrows and all kinds of abuse and stuff. And so just to go back to what happened when it came to calling you out, that was a result of frustration and craziness. And, I had to think about the things I did too, and I have to be a little more careful. And I just want to thank you for forgiving me, because Jesus says in the Bible that for those sins you don't forgive, you shall not be forgiven. And those sins you retain, I will retain, And I think that, because if you're a Christian, and I believe you are, those words. So, God's watching over the whole situation. And I just, in a roundabout way, as crazy as it sounds, I think that it was meant to be, because it's going to put little seeds in everyone's hearts to think about the message of Christ in Jesus, because that's the real message that I bring. That's the number one message. The number two stuff with the gig apps is all secondary, but, like, someone has to stand in the gap to call out. As a matter of fact, it says in the Bible that we are supposed to expose the works of darkness, rather expose them, So anyways, that's about all I have for the video, folks. I have lots of videos coming out on both channels and stuff. I've been really posting over more at Gig Apps Exposed. So, and, Ryan, I encourage you and your subscribers to come over and, check out my community, check out the other channels, and give, I know you don't like Torp, or you've called out Torp and a couple other channels, but give those channels another look at and another chance, because there's a lot there, and I guess, the old saying is, do not judge, for you shall be judged. And, I'm just saying, open your heart, because, like, God put it, like, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be able to make the statement that I'm making to you now. And I'm not afraid to say it, but I'm proud to have you in the gig space, man, because you like, I just know that you're going to do some great things, man, so a lot of gold and love goes out to you, brother. And I'm very sorry for, what I said about you. And I'm just hoping to, maybe get you in a live stream or chat with you someday or whatever. And, I wish you the best of luck. So that's the message here, folks. A lot going on in the community, a lot more to say. And just, I'm just glad to make the statement here. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and give some love to Ryan Welty. It's 2 U's, like the letter U. So UUELTE. And then put, if you search for him, actually, I'll just leave the link in the description here. So I highly recommend Ryan Welty's channel, 1000%. go over, give them some love, tell them I sent you. All right, folks, that's all I got for you. And thanks, Ryan, for listening. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care.
I'm glad I played that. Seems like the chat enjoyed that. Yeah. Man, these orders are just so garbage. Yeah, man, I think we're good. It's like the same kind of trajectory that Red and I took. No hard feelings after you hash stuff out, you know? We're all strangers here on YouTube until we're not. So we just gotta get to learn one another and what we're about. And so I hope y'all see I'm good with Red. Me and Red work together now. We promote one another now, and I don't have it. I'm gonna skip the ads right here. I don't have any reason to be upset beyond what's already gone on. The apology is pretty profuse. Is that the word? That's define profuse. Yeah, that works. Profuse. I said perfuse. See, I'm a bad speller, man, but sometimes I know the words, but I don't know how to spell them. Oh, man. Yeah, you just move on. And like I said, there's bigger fish to fry anyway. Why am I going to be mad about this when there's there's a lot of work that needs to be done in this country before I'm going to be mad about something small like this. Yeah, Jody. No, it's funny. I don't know. I get because I'm the personality that I am, and this has been true for me my whole life, is sometimes people initially don't like me. I seem to elicit a strong feeling one way or the other. People are either really big fans of me or they really, really don't like me. And the only thing the part that I think is best about YouTube is that, like, a lot of people in my family decided they didn't like me. A lot of people in my family decided that they didn't like me because I pushed back on a lot of stuff and I held them to a standard. I held them to a standard out of respect for them. By the way, this order right here works perfectly as a shop and pay to take me back to my neighborhood right there. And that's going to get us right around the $60. So this is really good. A lot of people in my extended family and even immediate family have decided that they don't like me very much because I hold them to a standard out of respect for them. And because, hey, listen, I'm going to hold somebody that says they're a Christian to a higher standard than I'm going to hold somebody who says they're a non-believer, obviously. I got a bunch of extended family that call themselves Christians, and so I'm like, okay, if you're going to say that, then I'm free to have serious conversations with you. And then they get offended by the serious conversations, you know? And no, man, that's not how it's going to work. That's what I've really liked about YouTube so far, is that the people that have had beefs with me, they don't last very long, because people here are objective enough. Unlike my family, where there's it's harder for family to get past how they feel about me, because they saw me when I was an infant and a toddler, right? So they have this sense like they know who I am when they don't, because frankly they should, they ought to, but yet they don't. But these people on YouTube, this is how they're seeing me for the first time, so they get to actually know me a little bit, and then all of a sudden they don't have a problem with me anymore. And that's how I feel like it would be with my extended family if they really just gave a shit enough to actually get to know me. But that's the problem, is they just don't care. And I'm no longer going to care about people who don't care, you know? You can't help somebody that, they say you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. And you can't win somebody over in your personal life that just doesn't care. It's just not going to happen. That's another reason that, first of all, I thought the W Welty thing was semi-clever. I figured it would be good for branding in the future, to kind of claim the letter W and always have it as 2 U's. Will be good for like merchandise in the future of my brand building. So there's that angle of it, but there's also, hey man, I'm going to name my YouTube channel my last name, because nobody's really ever heard of my last name before. It's usually the first time they're ever coming across it. So I get to define what this last name means. Not everybody else that doesn't understand who I am. Because there's a whole bunch of us. Got a whole bunch of cousins and stuff. I want to turn this Welty brand into something that people recognize, and they associate the last name now with what we do here with me. Because all the rejection, I want to make them answer for that one day, you know? Being rejected by all the people that share my name. How awkward is it going to be when I'm the one who's actually turned the name into something that means something? And they're going to have to live with that. Anyway, I'm probably overthinking it. Let me go inside and pick this up. Brennan said, we are a Welty Nation. Oh, crap. I just got buffalo chicken dip all over their bag. I'm gonna have to wipe that off. Oh. Jody says she understands where I'm coming from. Yeah, a lot of people deal with that in life, and a lot of people get underestimated, unnoticed. Unappreciated, even if they are, let's say they are noticed and they are recognized, but they still get underappreciated, misunderstood. A lot of people are bad judgment. A lot of people are poor judges of intent. Can't figure out why you did something, even though you might have had perfectly fine intentions, which is really important. Intent is completely miscalculated by the entire culture. Everybody. And then there's just like guilt by association, which is usually a wrong thing to do. So in my case, I had an incredibly dysfunctional family and immediate family. And I got lumped in with that a lot. A lot of times I would be the influence on the family that was holding it up. We're talking about as a kid. I mean, a lot of times I was the only piece of the equation keeping it from going completely bonkers. And but people from the outside looking in can't see that because they're not there, you know? So instead, the good guy gets associated with all the bad stuff. And as if I'm not capable of elevating myself out of that. The things that my family used to say about me, it's no longer, well, it never was appropriate, but it's no longer even, I mean, it's just not even debatable. Now, after I do this for the majority of my life, documenting and broadcasting a lot of what I do, you're just not going to be able to accuse me of anything anymore. You know, I'm just tired of being accused of stuff. Empty insults aren't going to carry any weight after there's a whole huge portion of my life that can be rewatched and verified as to whether or not I'm a bad person or a good person. All this stuff about how Ryan Welty's a bad person, you're going to have to do your research. You have to put the time in before you can. I'm just so done with that. I'm not a bad person. I do a lot of, I'm just a very aggressive person. I'm not scared of conflict, and I thrive in it because of the way I grew up. I actually thrive in conflict because I'm so used to it.
Requested you hand them the order. They added the following instructions. Hand it to me.
I'm not a bad guy. I'm just willing to sort stuff out. And a lot of people aren't ready for that. Steve said, just unassigned an order on DoorDash and it didn't give me the screen saying what my CR would drop to. Uh-oh. That's a glitch. What's 48.47 plus 11 and a quarter? Just short of 60. $9.72. That's where I'm going to call it for the live stream earnings today. I should be able to earn another $100 tonight. Earn another $10 going to and from the gym. Earn another $90 watching football tonight. And that'll put me right on track. Yeah, I got to get out of the sun, man. I'm getting hot. I'm getting tired. The evenings are great, man. When the sun goes down, I've got a lot more stamina for the delivery. So, like, what do we do here? A 3-hour shift can turn in 5 hours really easy when I'm not hot. I don't have to search for shade all the time at night. then again, I mean, I say all that about why I'm here on YouTube and being able to change people's mind with proof. Yet, there are people whose life has been on camera a lot more than mine will be, or is, and they get villainized too. So maybe not. You know, there's just some people just don't want to like you. That's a them problem. That's their problem to deal with, not yours. Hello.
Hello.
We're done for the shift.
We're still live?
Yeah, I'm about to close it out.
Hey, everyone.
Allison says hello.
Hello.
Hope y'all have a good weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me. We will see you. I'm going to try to post a short this weekend, I think. Otherwise, I will see you next time, Monday, on Welty.